Morning.
There's some fish right here.
A massive 750-pound mako shark was caught on Father's Day weekend by 3 kids and 3 adults. Mark Rubens took his boat, the Champ, out of Oceanside Harbor and went down to Carlsbad Canyon, where they hooked this massive 750-pound fish. Logan, age 9, CJ, age 11, Eric, 13, all got to pull on the fish, and then Mark, Bill, and Cliff, 3 adults, finished the monster off. An incredible catch for Father's Day weekend, and a weekend they will never, ever forget. Hey, good morning, my friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California on this Tuesday morning. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I mean, the sun is out. We haven't seen much of the sun this year. It's been very overcast down here at the beach. And also, we're starting to see more and more barracuda up and down our coast. We're also starting to see a little bit more signal on some bluefin tuna in a variety of different areas. It remains pretty slow for the most part, but that Channel Island bluefin tuna appearance is absolutely magical and very, very interesting. And of course, we've had some white sea bass and some halibut. You know what time it is, everybody. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Absolutely delicious and gorgeous. And while there's no wind here, it's breezy offshore and breezy just outside of the Channel Islands. I believe those boys are going to be able to fish the islands today and hopefully come through with some more good scores, as they've had an exceptional year up there in that neck of the woods. All right, let's get into it. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you're able to do that. Also, share these videos with a friend, subscribe, tick the bell. That means that you'll get notified when we have new content. And don't forget, we're running our shorts every single day, keeping you up to date on exactly what's going on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So make sure you join Friedman Adventures there also. All right, my friends. Man, I'll tell you, it is windy offshore. There's been some big yellows and pretty good fishing out on Tanner Bank. It's getting pretty breezy out there in that neck of the woods, so we'll have to see exactly whether or not that is going to continue. It's nice to see those big fat yellows out there, and there's been some excellent scores when the boys have been able to get out there, so we'll keep our eyes on it. All right, let's talk south of the border down there in the Ensenada area. Guys down there are enjoying some pretty good barracuda fishing at Todos Santos Islands and along the Baja coast, Punta Banda, and other areas. Bluefin tuna remains very difficult right now. It's a little breezy offshore. Going to get a little breezier here in the next 48 hours. Still fishable for the most part. And trolling Mad Mac lures are out. Guys are still coming up with some bluefin tuna. At times, it can be pretty good. Most of the time, it has been very inconsistent. Let's put it that way. And that has been the situation also for the San Diego-based boat. So, having said that, let's jump across the border. I should mention good rockfish, some lings, whitefish, all that stuff south of the border also. Let's jump in to San Diego and tell you that the boys have been really struggling down there to get on any kind of a really good bluefin tuna bite. It's just been really inconsistent and mostly slow, okay? It's been very, very slow. And this is with the fleet that I believe is the best fishing fleet, sport fishing fleet in the world. And I've been fortunate enough to travel around the world and fish in a lot of different areas. And it doesn't get any better than the professionalism and the expertise that the San Diego Sport Fishing Fleet offers each and every one of you. I kind of make that point because I know some of you are going and being disappointed right now, but you got to realize how hard the boys and the gals are working for you on the sports, trying to find those fish. These are really trying days where they're burning their eyes out on the binoculars. They're up all night long trying to sonar a school of fish that wants to bite for you. This is all going to change, but I know it's been excruciatingly slow waiting for that change to kick into gear, and hopefully it's going to be very, very soon as we continue to monitor it for you very, very closely. There's been a few nighttime hits from here, from there, and again, but really it has not been very productive at all. We'll continue to watch it. Still, you need to bring that heavy tackle. The 2-speed Daiwa reel is something you got to have with you. You want to have 100 pound on that. At least I like 130 pound. And then a 60 to 80 pound rod would be a good idea. And then like a 25 to 40 pound rod to fly line bait with. That also is a great way to get it done. But for the most part, pretty tough. I mean, we've seen scores like 3-day trips coming back with less than 20 fish. The Polaris Supreme here recently had over 100 bluefin tuna. He was one of the exceptions that had just a really good 3-day trip. But overall, slow, slow, slow. Hopefully today is the day it's going to change. Our weather and water temperatures are remaining very, very cool. And of course, that opens the door for discussion about albacore. I know a lot of you are sick of hearing that, but I still think this is the year when we're going to catch some fish. In what quantity, I have no idea. But I'm talking, hundreds of albacore for sport fishing boats out of San Diego and LA, Orange County based landings. We see all the signs. Tom Holland was pointing out, see that Opa that was caught the other day? That's another good sign. See those Spanish jacks? That's another good sign. See all that anchovy around? That's another good sign. The cold water? That's another good sign. Barracuda, if we have a good Barracuda bite, that's another good sign. So the signs are all there, and they weren't at this time last year. Even though we had made an albacore prediction last year, by the time we got to bumping up into June, it was obvious it wasn't going to happen because the water was way too warm. This year, it's still cold, and that's what albies like, and hopefully we'll see something like that very, very soon. Today may be the day. We'll keep watching it for you very, very closely. As long as we're down in San Diego at the Coronado Islands, there is some really good Barracuda action going on. The Grande had limits the other day. We continue to see more and more Barracuda being caught there. Good shot of bonita, some calico bass, occasional yellowtail, but not much on the Forkies at Coronado Islands right now. So hopefully that is going to kick into gear here very, very soon. Full day boats that are fishing offshore are coming up with some pretty good hits on the yellowtail from time to time. The Liberty the other day had 100 plus on the yellowtail. A lot of times it's straight bonita, like the San Diego had 52 bonita yesterday. Those bonita are big. They're great to eat. It's an action-filled kind of experience for you. Novice anglers will totally enjoy it. And they are still looking for the tuna, the bluefin, and they'll find them. Mission Bell yesterday had 10 guys catch 18 on the bonita. They're really pounding the ocean surface hard, looking for that BFT, and hopefully they are going to find it here very, very soon. All right, some pretty good yellowtail action going on for the boys. The Amigo had 44 yellowtails on their most recent trip. Chef Jason says he's been having an absolute ball, not only providing excellent table fare, that's not even, let's be serious about this, creating culinary masterpieces in the galley of the Amigo. Jason, way to go. But he gets out on deck because, besides cooking, probably second or maybe a tie is fishing. He loves to fish. He loves to share the sport with others. So that great crew on board the Amigo out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. Mark Paisano Jr. is great running the boat. We have two-day trips with them in the fall. I can't wait. You got Nick on the deck, several other great guys, and you got Chef Jason adding more and more to the Amigo experience. So there's been some of those big yellows taken. Clemente also offering some good yellowtail fishing. I should say also Tannerbank is where some of that big yellow's been coming from. Yo-yo iron, surface iron, fishing a mackerel, all of that has been pretty good. But Clemente also is offering some nice yellowtail fishing. At times you got to battle the sea lions, it seems like, but a fly line bait or fishing a surface iron, sometimes the yo-yo iron, has been pretty effective. Thunderbird, 14 yellows, Freedom with 20 yellowtail, and Amigo with 44 yellowtail. As we mentioned, once again, there's some pretty good fishing going on there. Catalina Island, and I mentioned this breezy weather, they're really not going to get it. Today's going to be a gorgeous day at Catalina Island. And the boys over there are continuing to show signs of life. Talking to John Woodrum on the Pursuit yesterday, he said, man, we've got some sea bass and yellows. We're just trying to connect on a big hit, and he feels like it could be at any point in time. And we continue to see guys snipping at the yellows over there, catching a sea bass from time to time, a nice halibut, and then trying to provide good rock fishing for everybody. Hopefully, Cat's going to kick into gear here very soon. Pursuit goes every single day out of 22nd Street Landing, and my son Philip was on board there the other day, and he said, man, they are not screwing around on this rig, man. They work hard at it. They really do. Sport King at Cat, 7 yellowtail, 15 Barracuda. Native Son had 3 yellowtail and some good bonita fishing. So again, Cat is providing some good action, and you get the feeling that it could blow sky high at any point in time. One thing about those Catalina Island yellows is that they have been a little bit line shy at times. I'm not telling you to leave your 40-pound at home, but I am telling you to bring some 15, and I am telling you to fish fluorocarbon. We like OptionUSA.com, www.optionusa.com. Put in FA at checkout, and you'll get a hug and a kiss from owner Greg Brown as well as a free gift. So make sure you are doing that. Channel Island area, they've got a lot of breezy weather just to the outside of them. But as I said, I think they're going to get a day in. And of course, the bluefin tuna situation up there, it's really remarkable. On board the Endeavor, they had 2 fish out of several hookups, one on live squid, one on a Colt Sniper. Yesterday, the Ranger 85 had a fish, a bluefin tuna. Man, I mean, that just came out of nowhere. We weren't even expecting it. In fact, with the slower San Diego bite, you just kind of surmised, oh, I guess the bluefin tuna are off the bite. And we're seeing quite a bit of it up there in the Channel Islands. When I say seeing quite a bit of it, I mean seeing it, okay, not catching it. Just caught a few fish so far, but hopefully that's going to continue to kick in gear. Ranger 85 with a fish, a couple other guys are seeing it this morning. It's pretty remarkable stuff. And it just tells me that there are fish strewn up and down our coast here in Southern California, down into Mexico, into Baja, California. How much farther north it goes past the Channel Islands, we just don't know. I just know there's a lot of bluefin around, and once this oceanography gets right, the water temperatures and everything else, it's going to be another insane season. We are extremely late, like a month. Some guys are saying a month and a half late right now, so we'll see how it develops. World famous Dan Hernandez was on board the Island Fox yesterday. 7 guys with 16 white sea bass. I'm so excited about this that my voice is starting to crack. So nice hit there for Hernandez and the Island Fox. The Cobra had 5 yellowtail yesterday. Other guys up there with that good rock fishing. I mean, it is something in the Channel Islands up there in Santa Barbara. Those boys just are privy to some wonderful rock fishing, and they're getting a shot of calico bass. There was more barracuda in the counts there in the Channel Islands yesterday, and also some sea bass, some halibut, and now some bluefin tuna. How crazy is that, I ask you? Oh my God. Talk about vitamin D and vitamin C, vitamin SEA. Man, that sun feels so good. It's a lovely day here in Surfside this morning with people out jogging, as you can see. I've got my guy right on cue going through the frame to show you people are out enjoying the beach today. Got to be a barracuda bite manifesting itself here in the LA Orange County area very, very soon. I'm talking about around Newport or up here on the Horseshoe Kelp off of Long Beach, San Pedro area. It's got to happen here really, really soon. All right, my friends, it's going to be a beautiful day and an exciting one. We'll keep you up to date with our shorts and everything else. And I hope that you are enjoying yourselves and enjoying a gorgeous outdoor day. It is fabulous. Thanks again for all the likes. Hit that like button, share these videos, subscribe, tick the bell, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. And I hope to see you all really, really soon. Take care, my friends.